Let's talk about a hidden gem that I think has between a 10x and 100x potential. Now, there are many reasons for this, as we'll dive into in this video, but without further ado, this is not financial advice. Let's jump in to the world of Poliway. So this is Poliway, and as you can see, it's a pre-sale that's already raised for $100,000 in the few days that it's been live. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill meme coin or something like this. This is an actual product which, if you actually own the tokens or the NFT, you're actually going to get paid from the business model behind this product. What is the business model? Well, it's pretty much similar to Polymarket, which, if you don't know, is a platform where you can bet on certain events, whether it's political, sport, or anything like this. And that platform itself actually generates over $2 billion in volume monthly. But these guys aren't just limiting themselves to that, in which, yes, you would actually earn a percentage of the profits by holding the token. They're actually doing a bunch of other stuff here as well. And this is what really sets them apart from other coins out there. So we can see here they've got YesBet. This is an all-in-one next-gen Web3 platform, basically allowing you to bet on sports in real time. So we can just click this and launch the app here. They've actually already finished creating this. If we do let this load, we can see they've actually got a bunch of different sports. In fact, they've got over 1,000 different events here that you can bet on, and it all works. It's all really nice, intuitive UI, and it's something that I see scaling as a model in business just generally over time anyway. But when you've got this, what they've released so far as a platform, and then you imagine all the other stuff that they're going to be doing here, you can just think about the profit that you're going to get from just holding this token. And that's why so many people have invested already, and they've already raised $100,000. But they're also doing a casino with over 10,000 games that will be completed towards the end of this year. And you can see here as well, they are going to be doing a white label. So what is a white label? It's essentially where you've got a bunch of technology or infrastructure, and you take that and you can actually rent it out, or a company can buy it off you to essentially use it in their own name. And what these guys are doing with this model for white labeling is selling that technology to other potential casino or gambling organizations, and then actually charging them between a 5 and 10% commission on their profits. And those profits will be in the PLW tokens. So in terms of volume for this token as a whole, it's going to be a fantastic venture for them to go from. And as we've seen, the technology on the betting side is already complete. They're still working on the others, but they're very close to completion. You can just see what the UI will actually look like if we do scroll down here for the actual event betting system. So we can see here, will the Trump token hit its historical high of $77 before September of 2025? You could potentially bet on the outcome of that and earn from getting it right. But if you're not someone that likes to gamble or anything like this, then you could hold the token and profit from people betting on that. And just for example, guys, the Trump election that we had last year generated over 1 billion in volume for that specific event. So you can consider the fees, you can consider everything, the profit that that company made, and apply it to this, where you're actually going to earn passive income for holding the tokens. Now, this isn't just limited to big public events. You could actually create your own event and have people bet on it as well. So that could be some kind of sweepstakes system. That could be something in gaming. We can see my Counter-Strike team is participating in a tournament. Do we take first place and allow people in your gaming community to bet on that? This is really something that has been untouched by a lot of industries, and having this private betting system in a peer-to-peer way between people, I do think is going to be something that's super innovative and something that gains a lot of traction from private groups. Now, let's talk about the pre-sale here, because this is a pre-sale where if you were to invest now, you can see the current price is just over 3 cents, and the listing price is going to be 9 cents. So you're already talking about a 2 to 3x on your investment before it's even listed. And I'm talking really about longevity of this product and them scaling this with all of these different platforms. I mean, over the long term, in terms of longevity, this I think has the potential to 10x, maybe even 100x if it does fulfill all of the promises. And so far, I mean, they've already built one of the platforms that they're trying to get, and their main flagship product, which is the Poliway platform itself, is under development and due to come out very soon. So for the long term of this, over the next year or so, I do see this thing absolutely blasting off after their token generation event. And if we are comparing this to other tokens in the gambling and betting space, we have Rollbit or RLB, which actually did 1,000% gain. We have BoxBet that did 300% gains, and we had TG Casino that actually did 500% here. And for me, I do think Polyway are not just following the trend, they're actually innovating on the trend by creating better products that solve a problem, and they reward the holders of the token with the profit. And in fact, you're probably wondering, how much of a percent do you get? Well, from all of these platforms, you're actually going to get 35% of the revenue distributed into the PLW holders. This is something that is crazy and could be super profitable if any of these platforms do really well. And just based on what they've done so far, I do think there's a lot of potential here. Now, along with the 35% here, we can actually see that they're going to take 10% of the profits and actually buy back and burn the PLW tokens as well. So that's just going to add a deflationary element, further increasing the price as they scale. And if you are a holder, it's not like you just earn from the platform. Of course you do, but you're actually going to have DAO voting rights for the platform development. So if these guys want to go into it a little bit more of a different angle or a different industry, then you could actually vote on that based on their previous successes and really just drive the direction of the project. As well as that, you're going to get extra rewards, free bets, and token drops, as well as cashback benefits just for holding a token, which I think is pretty cool to say the least. Now, if we scroll up here, they're also doing an NFT, and this is where things get fun, because we can see the utilities for this NFT is, yes, you get 10% of the revenues from the Yes Casino, you're gonna get guaranteed drops of the PLW tokens, you're gonna get automatic whitelisting from more private rounds, distribution of 30% of the Yes.bet revenues, and the best part is you're actually gonna get free bets of up to $10,000 if you hold the NFT on a weekly and monthly basis. So the benefits for holding the NFT are fantastic, but the benefits for holding the coin are just as good as we've talked about. And as you can see, these guys are going absolutely viral right now with this idea, and they've actually gained 178,000 followers on their X account. So the earlier you get into something like this is going to be the better, because obviously the price will go up over time. So if you were to get in now, then yes, you're going to get that 2x for the listing price, but also you're going to get those benefits after the listing from the revenue that's generated on the platforms. So that is why Polyway is absolutely a massive, massive dot on my radar right now. Definitely get involved. Me personally, I have put some money into this one simply because I do like the model, I do like the utility, and the fact they're branching out in all areas of gambling and betting, I do think has a lot of potential, not just in the event betting, but other sides as well. They could be targeting streamers, they could easily get into the mainstream here, and that's all going to turn into profit if you hold the NFT or the token. So that's going to be it for this video. Definitely check these guys out in the description. If you do want to sweat with me, then be sure to pick some up. Super easy to do so. That's going to be it for the video. Cheers.